Hello everybody. Okay. Today I'm going to do a video. Back to my regular filming schedule, so I'm so happy. Welcome to my channel, by the way. I'm like losing my mind. I had a long day already. So today I'm going to be doing a video on tips and survival tips on how to survive a trip to Disney World, Universal Studios, places like that. We just got back from there. We've been there 4 times. I just want to give you guys some tips and what to do if you've never been there. So Disney World, let's start off with that. Disney World has so many amazing things to see, so many parks. You have Magic Kingdom, which is where the castle is, and they do the fireworks there, and they have a light parade at night. It's absolutely stunning. You have Animal Kingdom, which is just, you go on safari rides, and it's beautiful. You have Epcot, which is like a place where they have all different countries around the world that sell food and all kinds of stuff. Music, they do all kinds of stuff there. And then you have, let's see, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Epcot. What am I forgetting? Hollywood Studios. Duh. That's where they have like, let's see, the Aerosmith ride, the Rockin' Roller Coaster, they just have so much stuff there. So, to survive a day in Disney World, first of all, I would recommend purchasing your tickets before you go, okay? Because you want to get good deals on tickets, because if you pay, that's tip number 1. Buy tickets before you go on your trip, like a week or 2 before you go. If you know you're going ahead of time, plan ahead of time. Buy your tickets before you go so you can get a good deal, because that's the best time to do it. You don't want to go there and go to the ticket booth and buy them, like for a one-day pass, because it's like 300 and something bucks a person, and that's ridiculous. You don't want to do that. We made that mistake the first time we went. We paid when we got there, and we had to pay like $300 and something a person, and there was 3 of us, so it was not fun. So tip number 1, buy your tickets online before you go, and you know, get a good deal. Make sure you look around. Tip number 2, bring a backpack. Don't bring a purse or something that's going to get in the way. Bring a backpack, something that you could put on you so you don't have to walk around carrying all the things that you purchase. Because every time we go to Disney World, Universal, anywhere we go, we bring a backpack. We fill it with drinks, whatever, you know, so sometimes we don't have to buy there, but if we do, we do. But bring a backpack. Do not bring stuff that you are not going to use. You don't need to carry around a purse. You know, if you need to bring your money, put it in like a little coin purse or something like that. And stick it in there and stick it in the backpack. Bring your camera, stick it in the backpack. Stick everything in a backpack. Just stick it in there. Because you don't want to bring some stuff that you're going to lose. Because I lost my camera. I don't know how that happened, but I lost my vlogging camera, and I had a backpack. It was in my backpack. I don't know how that happened. I think somebody stole it from me. Anyway, that's tip number 2. Bring a backpack, not a purse. Do not take too much stuff with you, so you can buy stuff and be able to walk out of there, put it in your backpack, and go. You know, you don't have to worry about nothing else. Tip number 3, make sure you have money, cash, or a credit card, whatever you want to do. I recommend cash because it's easy and quick and you're out the door. But you have to make sure you have money because everything in Disney World is beyond expensive. I mean, there's nothing under $20 there. Maybe a drink or something, but make sure you have money. You're prepared and you have cash, you have extra cash stashed somewhere in your backpack or in your back pocket, whatever the case may be, so that you are prepared for that. I don't recommend using a credit card at Disney World because I just think that sometimes people are going to scam you there. I don't know. So I never use a credit card there. I always have cash on me. So that's another tip I recommend for you. Another tip I recommend, and this is the most important one, The park opens up, Disney World opens at 8 o'clock. Arrive at least an hour and a half before it opens, because you will be in line for at least an hour waiting to get on the tram cars, then to get on the monorail. It's crazy. So I recommend getting to the park at least an hour and a half before it opens. Yes, that's crazy, but trust me, you will thank me, because we've made that mistake before, arrived like an hour after it opened, and we had to wait like 2 hours just to get on the monorail. Unbelievably insane. So I highly recommend you arrive early. This is for any park. Another tip I have for you. People there are so rude, impatient. They step on you. They walk right into you. They do not say sorry. So if you are I am impatient as well, but if you are not good with people, like bumping into you and not saying sorry or something like that, I don't recommend going there, because it's like a war zone over there. So a tip I recommend for you is to stay away, like give yourself plenty of room to walk. But if people do walk into you and step on your feet and not care, say something, because I did that this time, because they were stepping on my daughter. One kid was like blowing snots on her and crap, and I was like, excuse me. And they just walked right past. I said, excuse me. You just blew your freaking snots all over my daughter. I mean, it's just, if you have to have an attitude, you have to have an attitude. It is what it is. Another tip I recommend, do not wear freaking flip-flops, shoes, high heel shoes, or freaking hooker boots, or anything like that. Wear sneakers, loafers, comfortable shoes like that, because there is a lot of walking. I wore flip-flops the first time I went. When I came back, I had blisters, cuts all over my feet. They were open, they were bleeding. My daughter had the same thing. My boyfriend had the same thing. Do not wear flip-flops, because trust me, by the end of the night, because if you stay there all day like we do, we stay there all day till the fireworks, all that stuff, you will have blisters that are bleeding like crazy. So don't wear flip-flops. I do not recommend that. Another thing I do recommend is, if you do want to see the fireworks and you don't plan on staying there all day, you can go there and spend the day there and then leave for a little while and come back. As long as you have your ticket, you can get back in all day. It doesn't matter. So what we did this time was we went to Disney World during the day, spent the day there, hung out, walked around, and then we went back to the campground for a while. We had something to eat, so we didn't have to pay there. And then we went back for the fireworks and the light parade. But another thing I recommend too is make sure you leave like 20 minutes before the fireworks are over, or you will not get out of there. You won't get out of there until like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm just saying, I've been there, done that, so I know what it's like. So we always leave like a half hour before everybody else does, because they play like the same fireworks show every night. So it's like, we're like, we've seen it, you know. So I recommend going to Disney, taking a break, and then coming back. You know, you don't have to stay there all freaking day and night. You can come back. It's not a big problem. What else? What else is there to talk about? Oh. Be prepared to be waiting in long lines in the stores in Disney World and Universal. There are so many stores. Be prepared to be waiting in long lines. If you don't want to, you know, I mean, then don't go in the store. But seriously, every store catches your eye. It's just amazing. They put on a ton of shows. I'm talking about my vacation as well. And those are just my tips for you guys to survive a day at Disney World or Universal, whatever. Those are some of the tips that I recommend to you, and I highly recommend them, trust me. 4 times I've been there. That's pretty much it for surviving there, you know. But I do want to talk about my trip as well. We had such a blast, guys. It was amazing. Like I said, we've been there so many times, so we already knew the drill, what to do, where to go. We knew every single place. But Universal, that was the most exciting place for me, because when I first went to Universal, they just had like the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. They did not have the Hogwarts Express or the Diagon Alley. So when I went this time, I was flipping stunned. We got to ride the Hogwarts Express, which took you from Hogsmeade to Diagon Alley. So the train was amazing. They had like, the train actually looked like the train from the movie, and inside where you're sitting, they had like pictures of like animations on the wall and shadows of like the kids from the school walking through, like Harry and Hermione and Ron. It was flippin' awesome. And then when you got to Diagon Alley, oh my God, guys, you have to go there. It was stunning. It was beautiful. They had everything. I was in awe. When I walked off that train, I was like, heaven. I'm in Harry Potter heaven. I just wanted to stay there all day and night. I wanted to live there. It was so beautiful. And the butter beer, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that from the Harry Potter movie. I must have had about 8 of them things. They are flippin' the most amazing drink I ever had. Swear to God, no joke. So yeah, I mean, we had a blast. We went on Ariel's ride in Disney World. We went on Snow White, the Peter Pan ride. We went on so many rides there. Space Mountain, which is like an indoor roller coaster, which is so freaking cool. Splash Mountain. At Universal, we went on the Harry Potter, the ride, go in the castle. Then we went on the Gringotts Bank, how to survive the Gringotts Bank ride. Inside that new place, the Gringotts Bank, they have mechanical, like, what do you call them? I don't know what to call them. Mechanical, like, freaking, what are they called? Goblins. Like, writing and doing all the stuff, like, from the movie. It's so freaking cool, guys. It is amazing. And then there's a ride in there that you go on, like, if you saw the movie, how they're in, like, that little cart. You go on that, and it's like, woo! It's just animation of Harry Potter, Voldemort, all of them on there. So yeah, it was an amazing trip. We went to Downtown Disney, which was stunning. It's always stunning every time we go. That's very expensive, Downtown Disney. You want to make sure you have a lot of money when you go down there, because the food, the restaurants, everything down there. I mean, anywhere you go in Disney World, Universal, anywhere you go, places like that, SeaWorld, you have to have a lot of money. And take my survival tips, please, if you do plan on going there. Trust me, you will thank me. I just wanted to talk about that and talk about my trip a little bit. So if you guys want to know anything else, just let me know. And thank you for watching, and have a beautiful day. Please subscribe.